Alright guys, I am in Noida. जैसा कि मैं काफ़ी बार बताया, when I stay in Delhi, I stay in South Delhi in GK1 और वहाँ से मुझे 40-45 मिनट लगे ये कैंपस में आने के लिए नोएडा में, जो अगेन दिल्ली NCR में है. सो इट्स इन अ गुड लोकेशन इन द कंट्री, इन दिल्ली NCR इन नोएडा. कॉलेज इज जयपुरिया, बट इनके 4 कैंपसेस हैं, लखनऊ, नोएडा, जयपुर, इंदौर. मुझे पता पड़ा है कि यहाँ वन जयपुरिया करिकुलम है, तो आप किसी भी कैंपस में जाओ आपको प्लेसमेंट सेम मिलेगा, पूल प्लेसमेंट होती है. सो इवन इफ यू आर स्टूडेंट एट इंदौर, यू विल बी एबल टू अप्लाई टू अ कंपनी जो नोएडा में आया है, पूल्ड होता है. दैट्स व्हाट फैकल्टी हैज टोल्ड मी. हम बात भी करेंगे, बाकी हम काफ़ी लोगों से बात करेंगे इस वीडियो में. हम 4-5 लोगों से बात करेंगे एंड वी गेट टू नो देयर एग्जैक्ट सैलरी, कंपनी, एडमिशन प्रोसेस, प्लेसमेंट प्रोसेस अबाउट द कॉलेज. कुछ और बातें मैं आपको बता दूं. जयपुरियाज रैंक नोएडा अकॉर्डिंग टू NIRF इज रैंक 41. लेट्स गो एंड टॉक टू फ्यू ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स.
Hello, sir. How have you been?
I am good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Welcome to Jaipuria Institute of Management. This is Noida campus, and we also have 3 more campuses in Indore, Jaipur,
I saw that
and Lucknow.
outside. Yes.
Yeah.
Tell me about yourself. What was your UG background? What do you do here? And it seems to be a sunny day today, thankfully.
Yeah.
Otherwise, very cold in Delhi in January.
Yes.
This is your front of the campus.
Yes, so this is the front, and
What is this part called?
So this is just garden. Like we play multiple sports here because we also have sports committee, and that is reception. You will
Okay.
also find admissions committee sitting there.
Okay, the reception is there.
Yeah, reception is there.
And tell me about yourself. What was your background, Ananya? What do you do here?
Okay, so I did my graduation from Delhi University, majors in English and economics.
Okay.
I got into the college through CMAT's course.
Okay.
I had 85%.
Okay.
So, and I also had experience. So they give this
How much
diverse
work did
options.
you have?
More than 1.5 years.
In which profile or company?
So it was sales.
Okay.
I was working with a small immigration company that was SA Immigration Private Limited.
Great. So, can you talk about your admission process here for Jaipuria campuses? Which exams will you take and what's the cutoff percentile?
So they have diverse options. They are not just focusing on CAT, but you can get in through CMAT, SAT, and they also give you an option to get in through GMAT.
Okay.
So,
And around what score is needed if you can talk about?
so for CAT, they have kept it 60 percentile, but for other exams, you can get in through around 70 to 80 percentile.
Okay, great. Are any accreditations that you have, Jaipuria? Because, I mean, what are the other accreditations that you have? If you have an idea, if you can talk about that.
Yes, sir. We have AACSB accredited, which is just 1%. Like if you compare all the other P schools, there's just 1% school who have this accreditation.
Okay. Wow.
AACSB.
Yeah, I've heard it's the best one that we schools go.
Yes, sir. And also like we have maintained excellence academic performance for more than 30 years.
Great.
And
So the
placement.
college has been in existence for 30 years.
Yeah, more than 30 years.
Okay. So you must have alumni across India.
Yes, more than 16,000 alumni.
Where are you from? Are you from Delhi only?
No, I'm from Banaras,
Okay,
but I did my schooling from Banaras and UG from Delhi.
Perfect.
And here I am for
Perfect.
PGTM.
Show me around the campus.
Yeah, sure.
Take me to one more spot where we can meet from
Sure,
the
we can go to cafeteria.
Perfect.
This is the place where students can just sit and hang out. They also make their presentations here.
Yeah, seems to be very nice and beautiful.
Like, let me walk you in.
Cool, cool.
Hi, Kartika.
All right, so this is Kartika.
Yeah.
Hi, Kartika.
Hello.
Kartika, tell us something about yourself. What do you do here? What's your background, UG?
So currently I'm heading the International Relations Committee for Jaipuria, and my undergraduate was in Gwalior, Madhya Pradesh, BCom.
Did you have WorkX?
No.
Okay. So tell us about the student exchange program because you must be well versed. Approximately how many people from all the campuses go to student exchange and which colleges they go to, which countries, what is the eligibility criteria?
Yes, so I mean, Jaipuria is all about, ensuring that the students have international exposure as well. And so we have a lot of student exchange programs as well as immersion programs. And so we have collaborations with Ketch Business School of Australia, Rennes Business School, France, University of Wollongong, Malaysia, as well as STAR UMT. We also have faculty exchange programs as well. So we have international faculties coming to this campus and teaching our students. Most recent I would remember was Dr. Oliver Crocco. And he was from Louisiana State University, United States, and he was in HR and leadership.
Is there any eligibility criteria? Like how do people get selected?
Yes, so basically we review that students should have a good academic record and they should have good communication skills as well. and then they finally, after reviewing that, some students are selected.
So there's an interview.
Yes, and then finally there's an interview
Okay.
with the people associated in international
Is there a
relations.
CGPA criteria as well?
Yes, for sure. Academics are very important. We
Okay.
ensure that wherever students be sending for trimester exchange programs, they do have good academic records.
And how many students went last year? How many students are there across the 4 campuses approximately? If you can talk about.
So just for our recent Europe immersion programs, I think Pan Campus there were around 15 to 18
15 to
students.
18. And
Yes.
what is the batch size of the entire campus? Around 15 to 2000, I'm sure. More than
Yes,
that.
yes, around that. Because I think for
for
this
Noida,
campus
is it how much?
itself, I think there's 400.
400 is for Noida. So I think around 2000 should be, or less than 2000
Yes.
should be for the entire 4 campuses.
Yes, yes.
Cool, not a bad number to go to Europe. All right, so first of all, now I want to know about fees. So what is the fees of an entire program, and what extra fees do you pay for the student exchange or the hostel if you have to?
So if you talk about regular students, like first year students, they 90% of the students they occupy hostel,
Okay.
and second years they mostly live outside.
And what's the fees?
Fees would be 16.5 including hostel
Okay.
fees.
And
Yes.
what about student exchange? If someone is opting for student exchange, then what extra do they need to pay?
So we have like two kinds of programs. One is this immersion program, so where you visit a foreign country and the university for about 15-20 days. So just we had the Europe immersion program. Of course, Europe is more expensive, so that fell around 1,30,000.
Perfect.
And we have the trimester exchange programs as well, where you go for entire trimester.
Okay.
So we had that University of Wollongong, and that was around 3,50,000.
And it depends on a student if they want to do a 15-day or a 3-month program.
Yes, of course,
Of
because
course,
we keep
yeah.
pushing out these programs, and it's their choice to opt for it.
Perfect.
And I would also like to opt that apart from this fees, we also have scholarship as well for the students who have scored well in their CAT.
Can you
or
talk about
NMAT.
that if you want to talk about scholarship?
Yes. So if I know about the CAT eligibility. So
Yeah.
if they score more than 70%, they get a scholarship of around 3 lakhs. And of course, they have to maintain their CGPA in the first trimester.
If you could talk more about it.
Yes, so and like we have
So if
scholarship
you get
for
more than 70 percentile, you're eligible for scholarship.
yes.
How much scholarship, and then what
Yes.
else? Yeah.
So we also give scholarship on the basis of your ZAT scores.
Okay.
So if you score more than 80, then you get 2.5
Okay.
lakh for
That's
ZAT.
it.
And CAT Kartika mentioned.
Okay, there's no CGPA criteria.
There is CGPA criteria for.
Okay. Can you explain it all together so that the students get to know?
Yes, so I'll talk about my experience.
Yeah.
So because my CAT percentile was more than 70%, so I was eligible for scholarship. And then of course I had to maintain that throughout my first year. So there are 3 trimesters in a year,
What CGPA?
and we have to maintain more than 6.5.
And how much scholarship did you get?
I got 3 lakhs.
Perfect. That explains. So अगर आपके 70 परसेंटाइल से ऊपर कैट में है और जैट में कितने आपने बताया
80%.
80 परसेंटाइल से ऊपर जैट में है, आपने 6.5 CGPA कंटिन्यू रखा है, तो आपको 3 लाख की स्कॉलरशिप मिलती है.
Yes.
तो आपका जो 16.5 लाख का फीस है वो 13.5 हो जाता है. अगर आपको यूरोप 2-3 महीने के लिए जाना है तो 3 से 3.5 लाख रुपए आपके लगते हैं. तो इन अभी अगर आपको स्कॉलरशिप मिल रहा है तो आपका यूरोप का पूरा फी 3 महीने का सब्सिडाइज हो जाता है.
I think Europe ka हमारा सिर्फ hopefully we have exchange program as well. We do have exchange program in Rennes Business School, France.
Okay.
But वैसे ये सिर्फ immersion के लिए. So Europe के लिए there's only immersion programs
Okay.
for now, 15 to 20 days.
Oh, that's okay. Perfect. Cool. Thank you so much for this information.
Okay.
Shall we meet some other friends of yours?
Sure, sir.
Cool. अब मुझे लेना और कार्तिका लाए लाइब्रेरी.
Library. Yes, sir. You can meet more of our friends here.
Okay. So there are 2 of your friends here.
Yeah, Angelina and Manchika.
Angelina and Vanshika, how are you guys?
Hello, sir. Manchika.
All right. Please have a seat, Kartika. All right. So this is the library you can see now in the campus Jaipur and Noida. मुझे आप दोनों अब बताओ, हमने काफ़ी डिस्कशंस किया है एडमिशन स्कॉलरशिप. टॉक टू मी अबाउट कैंपस लाइफ. बहुत वाइब्रेंट कैंपस लाइफ दिख ही रहा है मुझे. तो आपका कैसे क्या शेड्यूल होता है? क्लासेस कब तक होती हैं? स्पोर्ट्स कब होता है?
So we
Committees क्या
have
होते हैं?
3 programs
Yeah.
here: PGDM General, PGDM Marketing, and PGDM Service Management, and which has many specializations as well: marketing, HR, business analytics, operations, finance. So our classes start at 9 a.m. every day, goes on till about 3. Then we have 1 hour of compulsory club slot, wherein we meet our committee members, discuss the next event scheduled, and then we leave the campus.
Are you in any of the committees? Are you both?
I am the senior coordinator of Research and Publication Committee.
What about you?
I was in the finance committee and the disciplinary committee when I was in the first year.
ओके, आप में से अभी हॉस्टल में कौन-कौन अब आप सेकंड ईयर में हो,
हाँ।
ऑल ऑफ यू स्टे आउटसाइड।
Yes.
ओके, तो अभी आप कब क्लासेस कब खत्म होते हैं, आप बाहर कब जाते हो? लाइक व्हाट टाइम द शिफ्ट गेट्स ओवर इन द
Like
कैंपस?
as she said, the classes will be from the 9 to 3. After that,
बट इन
we
कमिटी
will.
वर्क फिर आप वो
Huh. It depends on the work
वर्क
what we
ओके,
have.
अंडरस्टूड।
So if any pending assignments of like we work in groups, the
Groups.
assignments are mostly in groups. So we
Hmm.
all will stay together until the work is done. We have dual specialization here. Like we can choose 2 specializations. For example, mine is marketing and finance, which offers like wide opportunities in the career for us.
Perfect.
So it's a great thing here.
In terms of placements, you get better opportunities. Like mine is HR and marketing, so I can apply both for even in HR companies and marketing companies. So this is boys launch and
Boys launch.
common launch.
Okay.
Like you have table tennis here, you can come and play, and you can also do your assignments here. We have TV, you can also watch movies.
Now we talking about placements, the most important part of the video. हम सबकी सैलरी पूछेंगे, सबका रोल पूछेंगे, फाइनल प्लेसमेंट्स। कुछ लोगों से इंटर्नशिप के बारे में पूछेंगे। व्हाट रोल्स, व्हाट एवरेज सैलरी पीपल कैन एक्सपेक्ट ऑफ ऑल द कैंपसेस यू सेड, पूल प्लेसमेंट, इंटर्नशिप में क्या रोल्स एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं, क्या कंपनीज आते हैं, फाइनल प्लेसमेंट में कितनी सैलरी वो एक मिनिमम एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं, थोड़ा बताइए।
Hi everyone. So in Jaipuria, we have 275 plus recruiters who came who used to come every year. For example, like BlackRock this year, BlackRock, S&P, Oxane, these all companies come. And the highest package is 36 lakh and the average is around 11 to, it lies between 11 to 12 LPA. So placements here are very like, I would say that in every domain you will get n number of opportunities. Like we have around 50% opportunities in marketing and sales, rest in finance, HR, BA, and in every domain. So what I would suggest is that in Jaipuria, yes, they will provide you a number of opportunities to all the candidates. It's up to you how you will apply and how you are going to achieve. Like you should have that dedication to achieve those companies.
मुझे थोड़ा ऑल ऑफ यू आप पहले अपना प्लेसमेंट कहाँ, आप सबका प्लेसमेंट हो गया है फाइनल्स? सो टॉक अबाउट योर फाइनल प्लेसमेंट, कंपनी, रोल एंड सैलरी। आप कंपनी और सैलरी से स्टार्ट करिए, फिर रोल बताइए, सो लोगों को थोड़ा आइडिया लगे कि वी हैव 5 स्टूडेंट्स तो 6 स्टूडेंट्स, तो थोड़ा आइडिया लगे कि नोएडा कैंपस से एटलीस्ट आप, क्योंकि सब नोएडा के हैं, कितनी सैलरी आप अच्छा परफॉर्म करते हो तो एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हो, थोड़ा बताइए।
So I got placed in BlackRock as an tech and ops intern, and around July I will got placed like as I will get analyst role. So in tech and ops I am placed in a reconciliation profile where I would see all the reconciliation of finance department. So that's my role, and my package is 9.8 LPA. And besides this, I did my internship in Deloitte USI, where the location for the same was Hyderabad, and I got around 80 to 1 lakh rupees stipend there.
Okay, so I got placed with ICICI Pru LI in HR profile. So my basic responsibilities would be talent acquisition, campus recruitment, stakeholders management, and I did my internship with Tech Mahindra. That was also in talent acquisition and end-to-end recruitment.
What's your salary if you want to share that?
Yes, so my salary is 9.2 LPA.
Great.
Hello everyone, I am Devesh Kirodi and I got placed at Landmark Group. I will be joining as a management trainee and there will be a program of 18 months, and after 18 months I will be promoted as a manager there, and the location would be Dubai, and my package is 17 lakhs.
Great.
Hello everyone, I'm Vanshika. I am placed at Edufa. Firstly, I will start as a management trainee 6 months, and then I will be joining as a key accounts manager. Accounts management is basically client onboarding, talking to clients who are already a part of the company. Many people confuse client management with sales. So in sales, people converts leads into clients, and account management is handling the existing clients of the company. The package is 12 LPA, and I did my summer internship with OCCL Limited as a marketing and sales intern. It was a research based internship wherein I used Excel and Python.
Great.
Hi, my name is Angelina. I got placed with TVS Credit Services. I got placed in Chennai. So my package is 11 lakhs. I am hired as the management trainee for 1 year after 1 year of training. I'll be going into the GTM strategy marketing team as well as the
finance team according to my performance there. I did my summer internship in Kotak Mahindra Bank in Delhi.
Perfect. Kritika?
Hi, so my name is Karthika Gupta and I got placed at Bergadia Services Limited. I got placed, my role is a mortgage banking analyst. So it's more of as a back-end team, but I have to stay in contact with the mortgage bankers in US and help them analyze the property and if it is suitable for lending and as such. My package is around 11.2 LP.
परफेक्ट, थैंक यू ईच वन ऑफ यू. अब मैं थोड़ा सा बॉयज़ हॉस्टल आपको बाहर से दिखा दूँ देवेश के साथ. आई होप यू गॉट सम ग्रेट इनसाइट्स अबाउट द कॉलेज. थैंक यू ईच वन ऑफ यू. तो देवेश, ये बॉयज़ हॉस्टल है क्या?
Yes, sir. This is
बताइए
boys-
इसके बारे में. बाहर से
Sir.
सुंदर लग रहा है.
Yes, sir. So, boys' hostel has double sharing bedroom with fully air conditioned, and it has an entertainment room where boys can chill and relax and watch some movies. And also, it has a proper security check for the boys. And there is a gym as well where boys can focus on their physical activities as well.
Guys, now I am with one of the professors of accounting and finance, Professor Varda Sardana. She teaches in Jaipur, Noida. So, ma'am, thanks for coming in this video.
Pleasure.
For being a part of this video. I've heard a lot about the One Jaipuria curriculum, the thing that you have. Now, Jaipur has a lot of campuses across India. When you claim to be One Jaipuria, a lot of people might want to say study in Indore. Some people might want to study in Noida because of the proximity to their hometowns or something. So, how do you maintain a consistency that a student sitting in Noida and a student sitting in Jaipur Indore is getting the same value from your college?
Yeah. So, as per the One Jaipuria principle that we follow across all the 4 campuses that we have in India, from the admission to the teaching learning processes to the pedagogies as well as the final placements, we have the centralized mechanism. So,
Okay.
what this means is that admissions are centralized. The way we select the students, the processes that we follow is centralized. Faculties from across the campuses, across the 4 campuses, meet in order to select the students for the admission purposes.
Understood.
As far as the teaching learning is concerned, from our course outlines to the cases that we use, to the kind of question papers that we prepare, to a huge extent, except the teaching pedagogies, to the huge extent, it's already decided at a pan-Jaipuria level. So the areas that are built, whether it's finance or accounting, business analytics, operations, the faculties from all the campuses in that area, they meet, they discuss in quarterly meetings on how and what is supposed to be included, what kind of assessments are supposed to be there, and this ensures consistency across the teaching learning as well. And finally, when it comes to placement as well, placement is also centralized. So whether the
Okay.
process is at Indore or it's at Noida, it doesn't matter. The
Understood.
students travel, the opportunities, no matter what the campus it is, the opportunities are open for all the eligible students across the 4 campuses.
So if I'm a recruiter, if I'm recruiting, say, for my company, the IM guy, and if I reach out to your placement committee, I will be the entire pool of students. So a Jaipuria Noida will also be available to me,
Yes.
and a Jaipuria Indore student as
Indore,
well.
Jaipur, and Lucknow. All the 4
They will
campuses,
sit
the pool
together.
is available. Yes.
Understood. That's a great point. It also gives you a lot of profiles because
Yes.
suddenly a lot more profiles will come to you.
True.
A recruiter from Indore will come to you as well from Noida, and you can decide accordingly. Ma'am, there's also something called AI integrated curriculum which you have. I understand that a lot of colleges are launching subjects which have AI curriculum, but what do you mean when you say Jaipuria has AI integrated?
Yeah. So we call ourselves as the AI native institution, which means that, yes, like other institutions, we have certain courses which are based on AI, like Gen AI. But then this is not where we stop. We have integrated AI not only as part of our curriculums, not only as part of our assessments, every curriculum and every course, but we have also integrated as part of our entire placement process as well. So we have a full-fledged platform called gradeless.ai
Okay.
where our students can actually undertake mock interviews on platforms like Rehearsal, and they can also build their CVs, which are enabled by AI, which
Wow.
we call scripts. So all of these platforms which have been built in-house, and we also have a proper AI team
Okay.
with us, which overlooks all the 4 campuses. So faculties have access to AI platforms through a portal called Faculty AI Labs. Students have a platform through a portal like Student AI Labs. So all of this AI part, we're trying to ensure that the students just do not know about AI, but they're able to use it effectively and efficiently in all of their processes in a manner which does not diminish their own creative abilities.
Understood. Thank you so much for these lovely insights, ma'am. Wish you all the best.
Thank you.
All right, now I have the Dean of Academics at Jaipur Institute of Management, Dr. Ritika Gugnani. I'm sure she has conducted a lot of MBA interviews. She has been evaluating students who have been, transforming from MBA aspirants to MBA students at Jaipuria. So she's the best person for me to ask. What is it when it comes to the interview process? What is it that Jaipuria looks for or does not look for in candidates? So, ma'am, first of all, thanks for being here. Lovely campus. I interviewed a lot of folks. I just want to know, what did they do or what do you check for in interviews?
So basically, when we look at MBA market, I find it very overcrowded with a lot of B schools, and plus a lot of inflow of applications we also receive in terms of candidature, those who are interested in completing their MBA. So as an institution, we are exactly not focusing on your CAT, MAT and ZAT percentile, though it is one of the criteria which we really want, that some percentage should be there, some percentile should be there. Along with that, we give lot of preference on PI, personal interview, where you actually tell us in interview that what is your plan for future, because when it comes to career ready, the job market is changing very fast, and hence a student has to be, you know, very very techno savvy, very very technology upgraded things he has to learn, sometimes in a very short span of time. And he has to also be doing his own planning, that what he really wants to achieve after completing his MBA. So when we accept people from different backgrounds, it could be an English, from Delhi University, it could be a political science also, but how you really leverage that background knowledge into your future plan, that particular thing is very very important in interviews. Similarly, we are a campus, or we are an institution which has always focused on females and their careers, and hence we give a lot of points on diversity, also encouraging them to participate and be career ready. So there are two more important points which a candidate should really focus, is his writing skills, and in terms of that, how he analyze a particular situation. So we conduct case analysis along with personal interview, and in those case analysis we normally focus not on a very complicated case, but a day-to-day situation which you have read in the newspaper. How a student respond to that particular situation or a crisis when he has not been trained for managing. So that actually reflects on his managerial skills. um, Academic performance, I've already talked, that background actually matters. Along with it, how what is your work experience, how much passionate you are for certain hobbies. It could be your sports background, but how much focus is that. So let me connect 2 points. Like, somebody might think that how sports can be one particular point for judging a candidate, but somebody who is interested in sports can actually do really well in sports industry, be it a retail part of sports, or be it maybe a media related
media,
or
yeah.
brand promotions of particular sports. So all these things matter, how you actually accumulate different parts of your personality into one and present it in the interview. So that
Perfect.
will be the focus point of the students, which we really look into. So if I summarize my talk, then I'll say your academic background, your CAT, ZAT, MAT percentile. It might not be 90 percentile, but then your academic background and how you actually connect that academic background with your future plans, and how that MBA degree actually contributes in that future planning. We accept students in terms of diversity, whether it is female students, whether it is academic background, whether it is other orientations. So what I really tell to the student, that be real in interviews and be more career ready by focusing more in terms of future, what future will bring to you, what you really plan. So that planning has to come from you, and institute will actually support you in your planning. Thank you.
Understood. I've asked this question to a lot of B school directors, but I can say with all honesty that ma'am has given a very honest answer of what exactly has been looked at, and you can especially take the point that ma'am said in the beginning, that now recruiters are not looking for just an MBA degree; they want you to be more knowledgeable and aware of what you want to do, and how you can bring value. So based on all of your hobbies that you have or all that you've done, you should be clear on what you want to do out of MBA. And maybe after that also that can change, but you should have some idea on what you want to do. Thank you. If you have any questions, please ask me in comments. All the best. Stay safe and take care.